All right, I think we're live. Hey, everybody on YouTube out there in the great world of YouTube. You guys are, and ladies. Don't forget ladies. I'm from Michigan. You say you guys when we talk about a group of ladies. Don't let me get live everywhere. I hope everybody had a great week. I see everybody pouring in, so it's great to have you all here. I am just going to quickly share this across all of our different social media. And now let's get live on Facebook. So yeah, so busy week. Sorry about missing last week. I unfortunately was tied up in meetings, traveling, and ran a little late, and just unfortunately I was traveling that day. Was not able to attend the Q&A. The hotel Wi-Fi was painfully slow. So thank you to everybody who was understanding about that. Just future reference, people ask like, where is it? Where is it? If you ever don't see the Q&A happening at the normal time, go over to courtcarsnews.com. I probably would have posted that day saying, hey, we rescheduled. I know a lot of people, increasingly YouTube's now the more popular way to watch this. It used to be Facebook. Now YouTube is kind of coming up quick with the people out there. So keep that in mind. All right. Here we go. Let me pull up the YouTube so I don't miss any questions over there. Hey, if you are seeing me, I'm hearing me, everything go well, let me know. Oh, cool. New YouTube moderation tools. That's pretty cool. Christian, welcome. Colin, Paul, Teresa. It's all great to be here. Thank you for understanding. And again, for everybody who's just pouring in, let's see, we're just starting to get some of the most dedicated followers coming in. Let me rearrange this a little bit. That yes, if I'm ever not here and you're wondering if there is an issue, you know, where I am, what's happening, how come the Q&A hasn't started on time, go check out courtcarsnews.com, the website. I probably posted it, probably put it on our social media too, so follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So just keep that in mind. Hello, everybody. It's great to see you. So we're pouring in. Got about 50 people so far. That's great for the first few minutes. So yeah, questions, comments, let me know. Bunch of stuff has been rolling out. We got the new Fire. Since we talked last, we saw the first photos of the new Fire TV, the Fire TV Stick 4K, the Fire TV box, the third generation Fire TV box with 4K HDR. We got first look at the new DirecTV Now app running on the Apple TV. So the DVR, all that's there. Probably more about that will come soon. Yeah, so keep the questions coming. First question today, why is DirecTV Now taking so long with the TV DVR? Well, we posted just yesterday and today that DirecTV Now has rolled out a third series of invitations and has added Apple TV support. DirecTV has always said the DVR will go public to everybody in fall 2017. So fall starts Friday. I'm expecting it late fall. So sometime in the next 2 or 3 months, we'll probably get the DirecTV Now DVR. It's well within line of what they promised everybody it would be. David, no, I have not got a release or invite to the DirecTV Now DVR beta. And the reason behind that is I don't have AT&T as a wireless provider. I don't have, you need an AT&T account. The beta is running off that, not running off of the DirecTV Now login. So that is a holdup for a lot of people. Have you tried YouTube TV? You know, I live just far enough outside of Austin that I'm not in a market that allows it. I was at the NAB convention back in April, and I did get a hands-on demo of it. So that was cool. I have seen it, played around with it. I unfortunately have not lived in an area where it allows it, and their PR team doesn't seem all that interested in passing out out-of-market reviews. Sorry, no news on PlayStation Vue. They, you know, PlayStation Vue typically either does something and doesn't tell anybody. Like they've made some changes to the way the out-of-home market restrictions work, but they just don't say anything. So we'll find out when it happens. Any idea when PlayStation Vue will be adding NBC affiliates? No, they haven't. Sony hasn't even said they intend to add more. I would assume they will, but they've done nothing to make us think that that is going to happen soon. All right. Luke, will you be given an early preview of this sports-free Philo TV service. If they show it to me, I'll be happy to test it out. We'll see. I got the press release. It's still a little ways off. We'll wait and see what happens. I haven't got the press release. I got the leak. Remember, nothing official has happened. Just that press post reporting that it's going to happen. But not even the partners involved with Philo have officially stated it's going to happen. But I would also point out, too, that they say it will happen in the next 2 weeks. They have less than a week now to make that happen. Any idea why Sling TV doesn't have Fox News? I really don't know. I'm assuming it was contractual, but then they renewed some Fox deals. Email Fox News, email Sling TV, tell them you want it. When will DirecTV Now release a DVR for everyone? Tim, they said in the fall. I'm guessing mid to late fall, it will start rolling out for everybody. Any news on XTV? Yeah, so the #1 most popular pirate service on Roku shut down this week. Roku shut it down. I'm gonna do a detailed post on it, but it's down. And the guy who created it said that he's gonna try to come back with legal content that he owns rights to only. And that probably means there won't be much left on that. What are your thoughts on Hulu Live? I like it. I think it's greatly improved from where it was. I'm not completely. The app is a lot better than it used to be. I miss the traditional guide. I won't lie. I know that's the #1 complaint. But it's a lot better than it was when it launched. They made a lot of improvements. I posted a video about it on YouTube. You're looking here. You go back. You see I did a video reviewing it for the Hulu launch on Roku this week. You can see all the new changes, and I talk a little bit about what new and better. I like it a lot. It's a good service. I think Hulu needs to market it as a $32 add-on to your current Hulu subscription rather than a $39 one. I think that'll be a better example of pricing for them. Is the Roku built into a TCL TV any more powerful or less? I would say it's about equal to a Roku Premier. It's plenty powerful. It's a very nice. I have 3 of them now in the house. Pretty much all the TVs in my house are Roku TCLs now. So I would get it. I like it. Plenty fast for Sling, DirecTV Now, etc. I don't know if Fubo TV would get ESPN. ESPN is not expensive necessarily because of ESPN. ESPN is expensive because Disney wants you to also carry the Disney Channel, Freeform. The list goes on and on. So you want ESPN, you have to agree to all these others, and I think that's where Fubo TV is having an issue. So they're pushing back against that, and maybe Disney will blink and give Fubo TV access to it without forcing them to carry tons of other content. Joanne, I believe Comcast Sports Philly, somebody correct me, I believe that is on DirecTV Now. You may just not live in a market that gets it. I would call DirecTV Now or message DirecTV Now customer service. Robert, what network is airing the Sunday morning NFL football game? I have no clue. Somebody help me. I got a question on how to watch the Sunday morning NFL game this week at 9:30 a.m. I'm assuming that's one in Europe because of the time. I'll be honest, I'm more a college football fan, not necessarily a pro football NFL fan. So I'm not sure. But if you tell me what network or what it is, it's on Yahoo, yeah, like last year. Okay. You can just watch. You'll probably have to watch it in your browser. I'm not sure if they'll have it on any of the Yahoo apps. I'll look into that. I'll see if I can put a post together on that. I always say though, a laptop with an HDMI cable is one of the easiest ways to do that. But I'll look into that. I'll see if they're going to stream it on any like Roku's or etc. Are you buying an Apple TV 4K? I will have an Apple TV 4K just because I review it. If it wasn't for that, I have an Apple TV 4 gen right now. If it wasn't for the fact that I was going to review it, I probably wouldn't honestly buy the Apple TV 4K. There's nothing other than the fact that they added 4K that makes it stand out. And I think they're making a mistake in raising their price. I saw the Roku Ultra is now below $100 a month, the Fire TV. Basically, Apple, of the big 5 streaming players on the market, Apple is the one that's over $100. And now it's by expanding the price point there. And it's not like the NVIDIA Shield. They're very close to the NVIDIA Shield price, but the NVIDIA Shield comes with a dedicated game controller and a regular controller. I think that's like a $40, $50 one. So if you take out the game controller, the NVIDIA Shield's even cheaper. So, and yeah, Christian, I have to agree with you. I'm not a big fan of the touchpad on the Apple TV remote. So honestly, if it wasn't for me reviewing the Apple TV, I probably wouldn't upgrade because I already have a 4th gen, and the TV it's connected to is not 4K. I probably wouldn't. You know, Tony, a lot of people are like, oh, the processor is faster. The processor is faster for the Apple TV 4K. But that doesn't really matter much because I don't use it for gaming. I have a PlayStation. What the truth is, streaming a video, even 4K video, doesn't take a ton of processing power. So the reality is you just don't need it. So if you're not gaming, I think if Apple would ever come out and say, the internal hard drive that's on the Apple is a great selling point, but you can't use it to download videos. If they would say, hey, whatever you buy on the in iTunes, you can download into your Apple, take to the cottage, take in the camper with you, take on a plane trip, that'd be awesome. I go camping with the kids. You know, in case of a rainy day, I download a bunch of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse onto the hard drive in the Apple TV, bring it with us. There we go. I'm all set. If they would ever do that, I think Apple would have something there. Unfortunately, they haven't. What do you think? Do you think that Pluto TV will be hitting new content? Well, they did announce a deal to stream some the music festival and then yeah, so I think they're going to continue to add new content. Pluto TV has been very aggressive. NewsOn is actually, yeah, that's a great app right there too. NewsOn for Roku. Hopefully they come out for more players soon. Jim, no word on Nexter-owned broadcast stations coming to DirecTV now. Sorry. Are we anywhere close to streaming services, Sling TV, etc., and HDR? DirecTV Now is the only one that's come out and said they're going to do 4K. Nothing HDR. You gotta remember, I don't know of any cable networks at all that are streaming or airing in HDR. Right now, HDR is exclusively a streaming product. For I don't know if there's any Blu-rays that are HDR either. Now I'm trying to remember if I've seen any. I don't believe I have. I think the only way to get 4K HDR is with streaming right now. I would recommend the Roku Ultra, Seth, for an extra $10. So the Premiere Plus is $89 right now, and Amazon the Ultra is $99. Spend that extra $10 and get the Roku Ultra. You will be very happy with it. The price point, everything about it is great. Luke, is any way of having an issue PlayStation View when watching on-demand show? Picture zooms in and then back out. John, you know, I haven't heard that. I would reach out to Sony's customer service. They do offer a phone number. Is there a universal remote that can work with my DVR TV and Fire TV? The Harmony remote will do that. The Harmony remote from Logitech. Ricky, the XTV, you know, it's a pirate service and they got shut down. The creator said he's going to try to come back with only legitimate content, which means there probably won't be any content left on it. But we'll wait and see. I know there's a lot of fake XTV add-ons popping up. Just be warned. So will my current over there antenna support the new 4K 3.0 resolution standard? Yes. So the change is not with antennas with this new 3.0 standard. It's going to be the tuner on your TV, similar to what we went through in the future. So your antennas will work. You may need to get an adapter box. But TVs starting, most of the new TVs that are being announced right now are 3.0 compatible. Would you recommend waiting to upgrade Roku until later this year? Any news on when they'll bring out new models? You know, it depends. If your Roku's working fine, I wouldn't upgrade at all. If it does everything you want, why would you upgrade? Wait to upgrade or not? We'll see. I mean, we posted today, there was definitely leaks from That's Not Funny about that, saying that a new Fire TV stick's coming and a new remote. So I would, you know, if you're fine with it, I wouldn't see any reason to upgrade. It goes back to my point a little while ago. There isn't a lot of processing power needed to stream. If what you have now works for you, if your Apple TV is good for you, I wouldn't upgrade to the 4K. Unless you have a 4K TV, the Apple TV 4K does nothing for you. You think all... Do you think we'll get CBS and the CW network in San Francisco? It's one of the markets DirecTV Now said was getting those channels. Probably. They've been slowly rolling them out. Last week, Friday, they added another CBS to the lineup. DirecTV Now, so Hulu and others seem to wait. They get like a batch of 5, 6, 7 channels and drop them on the market. DirecTV Now has been like, oh, we have one channel. We're going to put one channel live. And they won't even really say a lot about it. So, yeah, that's my recommendation. Kevin, if Roku 3 from 2015 is working for you, I would just keep it for now. You know, unless it breaks, why? What makes you want to upgrade, I guess is the question. What's your opinion on the 3rd gen Fire TV? Do you think it will have HDR10 and Dolby Vision? I think it would be a mistake if they didn't offer that. So Amazon, yeah, so it's the Fire TV 3rd generation is a combination Echo Dot and Fire TV built into one. We'll have to wait and see. I expect soon we'll probably get an official announcement about it. It just hasn't happened yet. As far as what I think about it, it looks interesting. Looks interesting, and I think it'll be something worth checking out once again. Making arrangements for a flight tomorrow morning. Sorry. As far as the 4K, you know, we just don't know if it'll be 4K HDR10, 4K Dolby Vision. We'll have to wait and see. So apologize. We'll have to wait and see for the official announcement because we just don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't get the Vizio TVs now. No tuner. TCL, you know, it's probably my favorite. The new Westinghouse Amazon ones I got sitting back here. That's some good brand. A little bit more money though. No HDR support. Kind of holds it back a little bit. Should I buy the current Fire TV or wait? You know, I already posted about this. I would wait on the Fire TV. It's becoming increasingly hard to find the Fire TV new. Amazon stopped selling it a little over a week ago. They've been out of stock for a week now. And I've been noticing at stores around town that they're starting to clear out stock. It seems like whatever's in your store is what's available. When that's gone, it's not going to be replaced. Is Layer 3 TV any good? Layer 3 TV is basically cable. I know they try to pretend to be a core kind solution. They're just cable. All right, keep those questions coming, everybody. Greatly appreciate everything, all your support. It really does mean a lot to us. I'm going to quickly take a look at one thing. How does traveling with Roku or Apple TV work DirecTV Now? DirecTV Now works wherever you are on my Roku. Apple TV, somebody help me. Have they fixed this? For a little while when DirecTV Now first came out on the Apple TV, when you left a market, it would say, you've moved. Would you like to set this as your new home location? You can only do this like 3 or 4 times a year. So I'm not sure if that is accurate or not anymore. But it does work very well for the Roku. I've been taking it out of my home network with no issues and using it in Michigan when I lived down in Texas and so forth. Oh, you like it? Okay. We have a thumbs up for Layer 3 TV, the cable TV provider. Have you heard any news if Google is planning on announcing a new Android TV device at their Pixel event? So I haven't heard about that. So a few months ago now, there was a lot of rumors that a new Android TV device was going to come out and was going to be a backbone device for the new OS. So they've announced that a new user interface is coming and that this user interface is already public. You can get it right now if you want it. But we heard rumors that there will be when that device goes out to everybody, it will coincide with the launch of a new Android TV device. Since then, those rumors have cooled off dramatically. And now the word on the street I'm kind of hearing is that Google's having second thoughts about the level of commitment they have for Android TV. Probably not surprised to anybody who's been watching it that those rumors be flying around. I mean, at their last Google event, they talked a lot about Chromecast, excuse me, but they didn't say a single word about Android TV. They announced a new user interface later that day, but they decided not to do it during their keynote speech. And that's definitely raised concerns among some that the Android TVs and Google's dedication to it is waning. So it's very possible it would not be the first streaming player to be shelved right before it goes public. Thank you, Sean. Really appreciate it. Just wondering when my local Sinclair station could be coming to DirecTV Now. We have no clue. There has been reported that 50 more CBS stations are coming to DirecTV Now. The word is Sinclair ones will be included. When that will happen, we have no clue. Sorry. When will the new interface for DirecTV Now be coming? I'm ready for it. They say this fall. I posted some more screenshots of it this today on corecarsnews.com. But they say this fall it'll be coming. What's your opinion of Fubo TV? I'm greatly impressed with Fubo TV. They're adding a lot of features. Unfortunately, the Apple TV, the Roku, and the Fire TV versions don't have all the new features yet. But they have said that Fire TV, they are rolling out an update soon, or at least working on an update for those platforms. So, scrappy little company, you know, they're kind of the underdog right now, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff. They added Pac-12 Network, they added NFL, they added CBS, the CW is coming. They expanded their DVR service, added play pause to their live TV stream, rewind, fast forward of live TV, not just of your DVR. So, yeah, I think Fubo TV is worth checking out. Take a look at their channel lineup, see if it has what you want. All right. Hulu Live on Roku. You know, Chris, I hear a couple people say that they suffer from buffering on the new Hulu Live on Roku. What device are you using? I've been using mostly my Ultra and my 4K Roku TCL, and it's been working pretty well. I'm wondering if it's a device issue. What device are you using? Is DSL 18 down 4 up enough bandwidth to be a core card with 3 kids? Yes. In theory, I cut the cord with 10 down DSL. Later, it was bumped to 20. And I always recommend about 20. There's a little flexibility. So for an HD Netflix stream, you need 5 down. So if you think about it, 18 down will allow you to easily stream 3 Netflix streams at once in HD and have room to surf the web and so forth. So you're going to want to judge what works for you, how much gaming you have to do, and so forth. But yeah, 18 down for streaming will easily do 3 HD streams. What do you think the CW is not? Why do you think the CW is not in New York yet? The owners of that market just haven't brought it there yet. Do you expect YouTube TV will expand its channel lineup? Possibly, but Time Warner, for example, announced that they offer to have CNN and other Time Warner properties on YouTube TV, and YouTube TV turned them down because the price was high. So it could be that they've maxed out how much money they can get. Darren, the tick box is just a Kodi box. They're charging you for piracy. I mean, it's a physical player, it works, but all that promise of free stuff is just through Kodi, which you can do for free if you want to steal. Now, Kodi is not illegal. It's those add-ons they're using. Just to be clear, because I already hear people, well, Kodi is perfectly legal. Kodi is. Those add-ons that give you everything for free or not. Oh, Joseph, let's hear. All right. DJ, the reason that streaming services do not, when they say, hey, we're going to add 50 new locals, they don't say which ones, because there's a fairly complicated process that goes through here, and a lot of it has to do with the TV network. The TV network needs to set up physical hardware to send an encrypted signal to DirecTV Now, and then they need to draw the lines and border it off and make sure only the right people are getting it. This goes on and on. So, for instance, when Hulu and others announce that something's coming, it's not completely within their control when that's going to happen. Hulu announced the CW is coming, but it's not, in their control which one's going to go live first. So they don't want to say, this channel's coming when, that channel may just drag their feet and another channel may be quicker in the process and come out first and then confuse people and cause trouble. All right. Any idea, is DirecTV Now coming to older Roku models? They have hinted that more Roku devices will be coming, but they haven't talked about that in some time. My recommendation, if you really want Roku and your device is too old, that's when I would upgrade. I think the idea that Hulu being all free, totally different than Pluto TV. I would expect Pluto TV to continue to be free. I don't expect them to be Hulu 2.0. Why does Hulu Live give you locals from two different markets? You know, Hulu's not the only one that does that. I get that sometimes with other streaming services because I live kind of between several markets. It's just somehow that their geographic location screwed up and is giving you two locals. For me, Hulu is one that doesn't do that. So, do you think that Sling TV will get more local? No, I think Sling TV has decided that we're the service for people with antennas. I mean, they charge $20 a month or $25 a month. That's considerably cheaper than their competition now. In order to do that, someone's got to give. So locals are it. With most people being able to get locals with an antenna, it seems like Sling has said, hey, if you get your locals with an antenna, we can supplement that with your ESPN and all that. So wouldn't really expect it. It doesn't seem to be Roku. Everybody else is racing to get all these locals. Well, that means they have to race to pay a lot more money. When will the Roku channel come to all Rokus? They say it's rolling out to all current generation Rokus. Oh, Roku Ultra is in $79.99. Is that the new or the refurbished? Last I saw, the $79.99 Roku Ultra was the refurbished one. You know, Scott, I just don't know. I'm sorry. Jamie, if I missed your question, re-ask it. I can't scroll up. It kind of screws up everything. Well, over-the-air TV stations eventually be on Roku. Well, increasingly they are through services like DirecTV Now, Hulu, Fubo TV, and so on. 5G internet is currently slated for 2018, starting to roll out here a lot of places. Some places already have it. And by 2020, they say it'll be out in over half the United States. So assuming in Philadelphia area by 2020. Have you used this Stadium Sports streaming service? Yeah, I streamed a little bit on their website and on Twitter. It's a pretty cool streaming service. Stadium. If you haven't tried it out, I would recommend you check it out. What's your opinion of Google Fiber future? For a while, there was rumors it was dead. They've started rolling out physical fiber again. And Google Fiber is one of the companies pushing for 5G, which is fiber speeds over the internet. And instead of having to run a fiber line to every person's house, they can just pump a few towers, and now you got 5G fiber speed across the United States. Pedro, no, Apple is not giving free ESPN. If you watch the keynote, so this confused a lot of people. So Apple announced that their Apple TV app, the app which kind of collates everything, includes sports now. And they use ESPN, for example. Well, if you read the press release, it clearly says if you have a paid subscription to and log into ESPN, Apple TV inside the TV app will now display what's on ESPN. So you need to have a Sling TV, PlayStation View, etc. logged in on your Watch ESPN or it won't work. Apple has not given away free ESPN. I know that rumor got started, and that's a lot to do with Apple not necessarily being all that clear in their post. What do you think of the TiVo Bolt? Can you record DirecTV Now with it? No, you cannot record DirecTV Now with TiVo Bolt. No physical DVR does that. Have you used or reviewed the Sling TV Air TV device? Yeah, I actually got the box of it sitting right over my shoulder. I have used it. You're looking at this on YouTube. Click on my profile. Look at my videos. Type in Air TV, and you'll see several videos of us using it, reviewing it. 2 thumbs up. I really like it. It combines your over-the-air TV, your Netflix, and your Sling all into one user interface. If I would buy my parents a new device, that would probably be the device. Is there any new Roku's come out? Well, we did get a leak today from That's Not Funny suggesting that a new Roku stick is on its way, which is the oldest Roku in the lineup. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I'm trying to avoid sign up for cable. Which service and device can best replace cable? Hey Jamie, do me a favor. That's a complicated long post, and it really depends on what you want. Go to cordcuttersnews.com. That's cordcuttersnews.com. That's our site. Right at the top, there's a cord cutting 101 guide. Click on that, and right there, you'll be able to find a breakdown of which streaming service will have the channels you want, a breakdown of what devices you should have, and so on. Again, go to cordcuttersnews.com. Check out our cord cutting 101 guide. Because some of that depends on what you want. For instance, if you're a sports fan, the streaming services you'll sign up for will probably be different than the ones if you are not a sports fan, and vice versa. So check it out. Does 5G rollout mean the end of new Fios markets? Well, Verizon Fios, I think for a while, has stopped rolling it out. And think about it. I mean, two things. Fiber to the home is very susceptible to breaking, and it's very expensive to run. If Verizon just updates their cell phone towers to 5G and gives you fiber speeds wirelessly, that's the way to do it. Verizon's so dedicated to 5G internet, they're spending $1 billion with a B over the next 2 years to run fiber to their cell phone towers. So they're prepping their cell phone towers to be able to handle a ton more data by spending $1 billion on their infrastructure. So yeah, Verizon is the way to go. Let me rephrase that. Verizon's plan for 5G, I think, is the way to go. Do you see Roku adding single sign-on? I mean, anything's possible. There's been rumors Roku's doing it. There's been rumors that Amazon's doing it. Nothing's come up yet. When will Amazon come to Apple TV? Sometime this year. They backed off this summer claim, and now they're saying sometime before the end of 2017 that the Amazon Video app will come to the Apple TV. Question now is, will it come before next week's Thursday Night Football? That's the real question. Does gigabyte speeds use more data? No. Having faster internet does not mean you'll use more data. It just means the data that you are using will come to you faster. And typically, gigabyte speeds have higher data caps, or no data caps at all. Hello, Duke. Welcome back. I just smacked the microphone. I hope that didn't create a big noise for everyone. Do you like the single sign-on feature, Luke? Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great feature that more devices should roll out. And if you don't know what single sign-on is, it's the ability to log in once to your streaming device, and then all apps your Sling TV, DirecTV Now, etc., login will work across all devices. Anything new on Mohu Airwave? They say they found a bug, they're fixing it, and they expect to have it on the market soon, whatever that means. Is there a big difference in performance between the Fire TV box and a TV that runs the Fire TV? So, yes. So the Fire TV box is, I believe, was corner testing slightly faster. Not earth-shatteringly so. Go to Corkard, or you're on our YouTube page. So go to our profile, go to our videos, type in Fire TV. If you look sorted by date, one of the very first videos will be a Fire TV second generation box versus the Fire TV Smart TV, and you'll be able to see a side-by-side breakdown of the two. Rin, I'm not seeing whatever. Ask your question again. I'll do my best to answer it. You gotta understand, a lot of people are asking questions. If I don't answer your question, it probably just means I didn't see them. When will Verizon streaming service be out? You know, first it was supposed to be out this summer. Now they're saying they're going to wait the next 6 months to make a decision how to do it, or even if they want to do it. So it may not happen. Richard, if you're looking for a DVR solution for over-the-air TV, the Tableau DVR, the TiVo, and the Channel Master are the three I would recommend checking out. If you run a home media server, check out the Plex DVR too, off your home media server. Will Thursday Night Football be streamed on Amazon? Yes, I believe it will, from my understanding. I will find that out tomorrow and get back to you to confirm that. But from my understanding, Thursday Night Football will stream on all Amazon Video apps. starting with next week Thursday's NFL game. When will Xfinity streaming service be out? You know, unlike Verizon, Comcast hasn't even hinted officially at it, so we'll have to wait and see. Is Hulu Live TV not on older Rokus? That is correct. It needs the most recent Roku update, and currently only the ones that are supported have the new Roku update. Hey, about 15 more minutes. I'm going to cut this a little early because I have a plane to catch tomorrow. So yeah, keep that in mind. So if you have a question, get it in. If I haven't answered yours and you asked it, repost it. I'm going to quickly play an ad on YouTube, and keep your questions coming, and I will do my best to answer them. Any recommendations for a good antenna? I recommend Antenna Direct, Mohu, and Turk antennas. Those are the 3 brands I would kind of recommend you check out. Antenna Direct, Mohu, and Turk. All right. What are your thoughts on Verizon streaming their own TV service? I think competition is great. That's the great thing about cord cutting. It brings real competition. So I'm all for Verizon trying. We'll see. What are your thoughts on Hulu's new user interface? I think it's okay. It's come a long way. I was not a huge fan of it at the beginning. They've made some changes, some improvements. It's grown on me. I'm still not sold on the idea of not having a channel guide. When pretty much everybody else is doing it now, I think that's hurting them. Amazon Prime app for the Apple TV is now slated to come out sometime this year. They pushed it back. We reported that a few weeks ago, and it was pretty much all but confirmed in last week's Apple TV convention or meeting. Have you seen any 5G devices for your home? Verizon has announced a device to bring that's a home base. It takes in 5G, turns it into Wi-Fi, and you can plug Ethernet cables into it. It's only been displayed. It's not for sale. I guess it's going to go on sale next year. Looks good. I mean, there's not a lot to it. It's a little base station. It looks like a Netgear router. You put this Netgear router looking like thing in your house. It connects to the 5G network, and you can plug in Ethernet cables, and it recreates a Wi-Fi network in your house. What's cool is like 10 years from now, maybe, your TV will have 5G in it. So instead of having a Wi-Fi in your house, you just connect it directly to the 5G. I have 3 televisions. Will I need 3 Roku devices? Well, I mean, you could buy one Roku and carry it between 3 TVs. People do that. But yeah, you need a streaming device for each TV. Luke, I saw your article earlier about PlayStation View lifting some of its restrictions. I can use the PlayStation View app on my iPhone when I travel 600 miles away from home. In theory, the way it worked before is you have to sync it in your home network every so often, and then you can take it and travel. It's not nearly as good. The newer version seems to do a better job of not having as many mobile restrictions. So I'll be honest, when I travel, I have all of them. I just gave up dealing with their mobile restrictions and trouble, and I use DirecTV Now or Sling or Hulu or any of the others. I have Fubo. So my local CBS station is in talks with DirecTV Now satellite side. I'll bring it back there. Will they also bring in DirecTV Now? Very possible. That's very possible. That's the reason behind the holdup, to be honest with you. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I will say, though, often recently, when there's a blackout, when Dish, for instance, they had a contract dispute, and NFL Network was dropped last year. Suddenly, the deal was solved, and the NFL Network appeared on Sling TV. So, it's very possible that Dish could be doing the same thing. From the looks of the images, movie fan that were leaked today, I got them on my site too. That yeah, it does look like a new remote that can also control your TV is coming. What services and devices do you use? So I have everything. I have every Apple TV, every Fire TV, every Roku, Chromecast. The list goes on and on. NVIDIA Shield, both generations. What device I use? Around the house, I mostly use Roku. My 4-year-old daughter can use Roku. When my parents come over, they can use the Roku. The list goes on and on. So yeah, past that, pretty much I use Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. And then during football season, I'll rotate in a live TV service with that too. Eric says, thanks to the article on Hoopla, I went to my local library and got a library card today. Great, Eric. Yeah, support your local library. It's a great core kind tool. And not only do they probably have Hoopla, excuse me, check out their DVDs. I noticed my local library has a pretty nice selection of DVDs also. When you travel outside your home market, most streaming services, I think all that I know of, will remove your locals and regional sports. So, for instance, if I'm in Texas and go to Michigan, I won't be able to access my Texas locals. The reason why some services have access to some locals and others don't is the fact that you have to pay for that. So, Sling TV charges $20. Because they charge $20 to keep their price low. On the flip side though, Sling takes the on-demand content from history and puts it inside the Sling app and allows you to stream Sling TV out of your home through your app. So they say you don't need it, and by not offering login to that, it keeps the costs down. Kyle, PlayStation View has said nothing about adding more NBC affiliates. It could happen, but they have just not said anything about it. What is my recommendation for a new AC router? I've been very happy with my Netgear Nighthawk line. That's a pretty good brand. The TP-Link is another decent brand. I've been Netgearing it recently, so that's my recommendation. Yeah, Sling TV does, you can get the DVR and record Hallmark channel, and Sling TV does have on-demand content for Hallmark. You can also buy them on Amazon. You can get their Feelin' streaming service and check that out. The Roku remote is free if you buy a Roku. Is included. I'm not sure if the new Roku remote will work with other devices. If you could buy it separate and connect it, I don't know. You can still get your regional sports network such as NBC, CNN on the road. I think that depends on the streaming service and how far you go away. Most of them I use, once I get far enough away from home, like I'm talking outside my TV market, pulls them. Yes, you can have Sling TV used in multiple locations at the same time. Remember that there's the number of times you can use it though depends on the channel and so forth. But it doesn't seem to care if I'm here and my wife's traveling for work or vice versa. What's the best channel for Roku? That depends on what you want. A couple Roku channels to check out: Pluto TV, the new Twitter one, News On. Those are the kind of ones I would recommend checking out. Go in their channel store and shop around. PlayStation View has said nothing about adding more locals. Can multiple... Oh, I already answered that one. Sorry. Hey, about 5 more minutes and we're wrapping this up. Unfortunately, I have things to do today. And once again, since there's a lot of people here, I know last week I wasn't here. That was because I was traveling. The rare occasions, I always try to post before these weekly Q&As, which happens at 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday every week. That I'm not gonna be able to do it. So if you're here and you're like, why isn't the Q&A start? Make sure to follow us on social media. I'll post it there, and on courtcarsnews.com. Check out the site. Look at the last few posts. I bet one of them will say, like last week, hey, I was traveling. Unfortunately, the hotel wasn't good Wi-Fi, and I was running late getting home. So keep that in mind. But yeah, I think today we're actually setting a record for most visitors. Great to see you. If you're new here, thank you. We really appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we do weekly Q&As here for about an hour. Kind of about 10 minutes short today because of work. I got to get up early tomorrow. But check that out. But the Q&A is not done. If you have any questions, keep them coming. What is the Roku channel? So the Roku channel is probably not the best named channel out there. So the Roku channel is a free streaming service which is ad supported, but it seems to be pretty light on ads compared to other ones. And it's got some pretty major partners out there that allow you to stream their content for free on Roku. Check it out, some good movies on there. Will Hallmark's new drama network be added to any streaming services? I've asked every streaming service I can get a hold of, a live TV streaming service, if they're adding the new Hallmark drama. And they'll say, no comment right now, we'll get back to you later. Probably means they're all in negotiations. Any news on VidGo? Nope, nothing on VidGo so far. Will DirecTV Now add more locals like Laugh or Escape? Very possible, but they haven't said anything about it. Is the NFL still going to be on locals on Thursday or not? Yes, so of course you can use your antenna for Thursday night NBC and CBS games, but if you want to stream them, you're going to have to do that through Amazon Prime will be the exclusive streaming partner. But if you have an antenna, you can watch your NBC ones there. So yeah, so hey, thanks everybody for the thumbs up. Make sure to hit subscribe too. And hey, a little hint about Facebook, especially for everybody watching this on Facebook. I'm doing this Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Every now and then when you randomly see our stories, hit the thumbs up. Don't just do it for this one. Do it on others. Because the number of people who hit thumbs up does greatly affect the number of people who see a post. It would help me a lot if you would just randomly every now and then thumb up different posts on our site for our Facebook page. Would think PlayStation View get the new Stadium channel? Very possible. PlayStation View seems to be trying to get more sports. Stadium is a free streaming channel. Wouldn't surprise me at all if they add it. Other than antenna, how can you watch WPIX channel? Are there any streaming services that carry it? You know, I just don't know, Teresa. I'm sorry. I don't have every market memorized. My recommendation is all the services have some type of lookup tool. DirecTV Now, Hulu, PlayStation View, etc. Try them and see if they offer it. Check out their lookup tools, see if they offer that channel. Any idea if Amazon Fire will ever have the Vudu channel? Maybe. Amazon has some of the same rules that Apple TV does, and that makes it very unwelcoming to third-party channels or stores. So there's a little barrier there. Any news about Newson coming to Apple TV? Nope. They haven't said nothing about the Apple TV or Fire TV or Android TV. Just a Roku and mobile device right now. What is the best way to contact DirecTV Now besides chat? DirecTV Now's chat is pretty much your only option. They don't have any phone, unfortunately. Kenny, is there a website? Yeah, we can help with that. Is there a website that can help you get started with cord cutting? Well, we are Cord Cutters News. Go to cordcuttersnews.com. You're on our Facebook page right now in our About Us. There's a link there, but Cord Cutters with an S, Cutters News, cordcuttersnews.com. Right at the top is a link for our cord cutting 101 guide, and there's also a link of how to watch live TV to break down what live TV services offer what channels. So cordcuttersnews.com. I don't expect the new Roku remote to be free. My guess it'll come with the new Roku stick that was reported on that That's Not Funny post today. Is there a Nvidia Shield-like device comparable hardware without the controller that's cheaper? The Roku Ultra, the new Fire TV 3rd Gen, we don't know specs on that. You know, if you're not gaming, I'm assuming because you say you don't want a game controller, you're not gaming. You don't need the crazy fast power of an Nvidia Shield if you're not going to be doing gaming. A Roku, a Fire TV, and Apple are all more than powerful enough to stream your content. Oh, is the Roku app free? Is that what people are asking? Yes, the Roku app is 100% free. So Joseph, this is a great question. He says, thanks to Irma, I now need a new roof. I feel your pain. We went through Harvey here not long ago. Fortunately, I missed most of the damage. How much will a metal roof interfere with a new over-the-air antenna? So yes, metal roofs do kill over-the-air TV. It will severely impact your ability to access over-the-air TV. If you're putting a metal roof on your house, put an outdoor antenna on top of your roof is what I recommend. Because metal kills signal. Now the 3.0 standard says they're going to be better with metal. It's still going to block a lot of your transmission. Metal roofs are a great idea, but if you're going to do it, I would recommend an outdoor exterior TV antenna. If you live very close to the tower, it's still possible to get inside the antenna with a metal roof. It's just going to greatly reduce the performance there. Roku is slowly rolling out the Roku channel to other devices. I think it's on a handful, like the Roku Ultra, and I think it's coming to Roku TVs and more soon. Movie fan, you keep asking, is the Roku remote free? And I'm not understanding your question. Are you talking about the new one? Talking about the Roku remote app? If you buy a Roku, the remote comes with it. I thought I answered it. I don't think I'm understanding your question. Can you be a little bit more clear? Which streaming service is best for the upcoming Winter Olympics? Well, for one, make sure you got NBC. So either that it's coming with the antenna, or it's coming with a streaming service. And then past that, pretty much all of them have NBC Sports and all the NBC channels. So I would expect pretty much anyone will work for you. Just make sure you can get NBC, rather through an antenna or through the service. Movie fan, is the new Roku remote free? I would doubt it's free. There's been no official announcement, but you probably can buy it separate. You can buy Roku remotes on their website and add it. What devices it will work for, if it can pair with older ones, we don't know that. It's free if you buy whatever new streaming player it's coming with. So I would not expect it to be free. Looking for Android TV, NVIDIA Shield is probably the best Android TV box on the market right now. You're within 50 miles. That doesn't really mean much. It really depends on what your line of sight is to the transmitter. I could be 10 miles from the transmitter, but I have a big hill between me and the transmitter and be blocking it. How much you should spend on an outdoor antenna? I would spend at least 100, no more than 200. There's a lot of outdoor antennas. The Antenna Direct and the Mohu antennas, the outdoor ones, are my recommended ones. Yeah, DirecTV Now, PlayStation View, I want to say Fubo TV also, Hulu. I think they all have the Olympic channel now. Did I just go down on other services? If you can still see me on YouTube, let me know. I just somehow got disconnected on Facebook. Well, let's wrap this up. I think we're going to wrap this. You know, that was I was going to end it right about now. The fact that the Facebook stream went down is a good sign that we should just call it a day. I don't know why YouTube still continued to stream, but YouTube went down, stayed up, and Facebook went down. Hey, everybody have a great day. I hope you all take care. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. And check back. I know tons of new people here today. Check back next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. for an hour-long Q&A, where I'm going to do my best to help you get the most out of your cord cutting experience. And hey, check us out, cordcarsnews.com, facebook.com/cordcarsnews, and on Twitter @cordcarsnews. Follow us. We do breaking news, how-to guides, really anything related to cord cutting. So thank you, everybody, for your support. Really appreciate it. Keep it on the site. Lots of big things coming up here. Take care. See you tomorrow. And see you live next week.